Kara, can you hear us?
I can.
Hi, Kara.
Hey, Kara.
Hi, everybody.
Kara's attending virtually tonight. Which.
That's okay, that's all right. That's we can. That actually dials down. Yeah. There you go. Thank you.
Are we ready or no? Are we ready? Okay. Okay, adequate notice of this regularly scheduled meeting of the Frenchtown Board of Education has been provided in accordance with the Open Public Meeting Act by notification to the Hunterdon County Democrat on January 12th, 2023. A copy of this notice has also been posted at the public school, at the municipal building, and filed with the borough clerk. Then we'll pledge allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, and tonight we have our newly elected board member, Rachel Howard, here. So we're going to, Teresa's going to do the oath of office with her.
Okay, here's your statement. If you would please stand and read that, please.
Sure.
I, Rachel Howard, do solemnly swear that I'll support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey, that I'll bear true faith and allegiance to the same and to the governments established in the United States and the state under the authority of the people. So help me God. I, Rachel Howard, do solemnly swear that I possess the qualifications of membership prescribed by law, including specifically that I am not disqualified as a voter pursuant to RS 1941, as well as I'm not disqualified due to a conviction of a crime or offense listed in the NJSA 18A:12:1. I, Rachel Howard, do solemnly swear that I possess the qualifications prescribed by law for the office of a member of a board of education, and that I'll faithfully, impartially, and justly perform all the duties of that office according to the best of my ability, so help me God. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
We're excited to have you. And thank you for stepping up.
You're here. Yes, thank you.
Okay, I would like to open nominations for, do roll call real quick. Oh, sorry. Roll call.
Mr. Blackburn,
Here.
Mrs. Bobrowski,
Here.
Now I'd like to put the nomination for Vice President of the nomination for Blackburn. Nominations. Motion.
That's odd.
This time we have public comment. Okay, so we'll move forward to presentations and recognitions. Jim.
Good evening, everyone. Every year. That's sure. Now, 2 points. You don't know? Work. So we're only 2 points shy of the purpose. And the two that we didn't score maximum points were the same, were also not scored as maximum points last year. So that would be our, we not that I think our team's looking at it, want to focus on certain areas. I think
That's what's here so much. That's bigger than our new schedule. Because of the school board signature. So, that's really really good. And then, just want to remind that, board member training, it's not an email today. Training, and also received preliminary letter from the Department of Education for our rock grant. So we last meeting we might have gotten like there was an announcement. Anyone the cost letter. There's a time period now that goes by and the state will issue. And once we can decide what project, grant, and so
Good explore.
that was to replace the chart.
How much of that? You probably decided that, how much?
40%. We do have enough. Timeline. There usually isn't a specific timeline to actually move forward with it. It's something that we could probably want to explain for next summer.
Just for fun.
It's item. This is maybe not really one, there's an envelope contract to figure out the way.
All right, that's right.
Oh. So we got the.
Hey. Yes. Bravo, bravo. So,
Oh, thank you for all your hard work.
that's amazing.
Yes. So, application, aid application is approved. We've been contacted and that meeting tomorrow. Education, to review the budget.
Oh,
That's actually.
thank you so much. I know.
Well, I do just want to say that thank you for us so much. Working, you're doing. Started about that.
Yeah, I mean, that's great. Cool.
wasn't that one.
No, it's actually. Yeah, so basically what happens is we fund. Tuition. In 2 months.
So we're gonna put out. Just kind of learning. Great news, but just kind of stand by with us for a little bit as we work through the rest of start the meeting. We'll probably have another one, we'll have a few meetings in the next few weeks.
So we talked about doing this grant last year, but there were certain things that we needed to put in place in order to make it happen. So that's why, this year we didn't just really work hard to make it happen and put us in a place where,
Just so you're aware, Frosty had to log off.
Okay.
Much.
So we'll move on to approve the minutes of this meeting, and we need a motion to approve the minutes for regular session and the executive session. Okay, any comments or questions? In favor? Opposed or abstained?
I don't think they pass.
We can't pass without more than.
Because if I have 2 abstentions and 2 passes.
Okay. That would take, don't table it or?
We can.
Well, if I read the minutes tonight.
Yeah, you can vote.
Okay, yeah.
And we'll move on to them.
All right, so just informational, so HIV, recently. Sure. Our last sponsor. Yeah, of course.
Policy, what's your position?
Please, it's individual. So it's a 1-day in.
You have a discipline plan to, middle school handbook.
Yeah, we can.
Yeah, it's pretty well spelled out.
Student code of conduct will actually identify what the restrictions are, based on.
It also describes what the each level represents.
Yep.
So, all right, good there. Went over to self-assess. I just want to talk a little bit about another project that we've been working on, our surveillance cameras at phase 2. When I put this in your drive, there's just a picture now of our view. Different views without giving too much information. But that's continuing to try to ensure safety in our building, our community. Also, we have our memorandum of agreement with our police, the Frenchtown Board of Education, and Frenchtown share camera use if needed for event, school event. So that's also it's the same exact verbiage and everything that was last year. Recommend we collaborate on security drills, fire drills, things like we respect and things like that, talking about that. So that's so you see that's a vision of what we see now, and then it's same. We did using we have a staff member. Also, we had approved the emergency virtual remote instruction plan back in August. When we approved it, again, we had talked about it kind of in length that it was very similar to the things that we learned when we went remote learning and the positives and what we did. So we stayed in that lane. Pretty much had a similar plan last year. And when the executive superintendent of the county just asked us to just fix just make adjustments. We had it in there, but just adjustment with it. So it just related to the facilities and an extended closure. So I just there was a few sentences that we added, and I just added that. And that's in your drive 2 under 0.6 under the facilities. And then they just wanted essential employees listed in a box, which we didn't have, so we just on us. So there's a organizational chart. Just to take a look at that, revised. With specific. Good.
Okay, one question.
Yeah.
So the instructional staff, thank you. They look like the building people report to you. Is that how it works?
Yes. Both of, I mean, yes,
Both, yeah,
both of us.
it kind of
It's
goes to both.
It goes to both.
Okay.
And Therese is not in the building every day because she's shared among the districts. So, you know, when she's not in the building, so she's at the building off and just go by Jim, go through Jim to
Initially.
Therese.
Trust's got a very strong background.
Excuse
Trust's got a very strong background.
me? Thank goodness.
Yeah.
No, it's critical.
Yes.
All right, so
Okay.
that.
No, go ahead.
Then I'm sliding over to.
Mm-hmm.
10.5, so we had agreed when we last met about some district goals, and I think last year we had some good dialogues with taking over to CSA kind of towards the end of the year. Goals that we wanted, we didn't totally get to. I think taking the summer and knowing what we wanted to do as here built with some input from our staff, certainly, a plan to basically get to those district goal number 1, district goal number 2, district goal 3. Was have resources that we need. So this year's plan is something that I'll make work periodically. Time and here giving up on these important conferences. These are some of the stuff. Father. Classes, what we needed. That's a piece. Number 2, then we have the equity plan to build. So that will be, that'll be a big project. Meeting direction from the meeting shortly on what some of the updates are going to be. There'll be some policy so about last time, and then also create the climate survey for staff students. Pretty soon as meeting next month, about something. Want to see on the inside. Then what we want to ask the students. That's always a sensitive STEM would be crucial to use. There's like
Okay, and we have a few motions from Jim's report. We need a motion to approve the 22-23 self-assessment.
So
Any further comments or questions on that? So we need a motion. All those in favor?
I
Opposed or abstained? Okay, we need a motion to approve the 23-24 agreement between the DOE and the police department for surveillance camera use.
so moved.
Any further comments or questions on that? All those in favor?
I
Opposed or abstained? And we'll need a motion to approve the emergency virtual or remote instruction plan. Any comments or questions?
Thanks for together.
All those in favor say aye.
I
Opposed or abstained? And finally, we will need a motion to acknowledge receipt of the action plans for implementation of the district goals.
so moved.
Any comments or questions on that? I appreciate it. Oh, I forgot that. Okay. Okay. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed or abstained? Okay, and we need a motion to approve the organizational chart.
Second.
Comments or questions on that? Okay, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed or abstained? Okay, so we'll move forward with my report, and the first thing that on our list is Beta's letter of interest to serve on the board, and she would be filling a seat from now until January of 25, and then would be, of course, if you want to try again, one, that's great. But her letter is included in our packet tonight. And David, you just want to say a couple of words about why you're interested in serving?
So, again, name's Beta Mercado, has been father, golden retriever. It's doesn't mean. Two reasons, one is husband, for instance. Husband born and raised Bosnians, wouldn't be either there. And then second reason is actually Frenchtown. One of those kids. Walking to school. More. I went through public school. First year. Same. Moving here a year. I recently, I guess I'm not quite retired, I'm sabbatical. I spent 20 years corporate world, mostly in brain maintenance patients. Most recently, I ran a spot. Having a little kid is hard. Gives me the opportunity. Some of the skills are transferable. Like there's certain elements, stakeholder management, resource allocation, communication. They should be able to say. Really working with all of you, but for capacity or as a shuttling my kids.
Thank you very much. So what we're going to do now is we're going to make a motion to go into executive session, just to have a brief conversation. And in addition to that, we have one other item to discuss in executive session. So probably do 10 minutes. I'm guessing. Okay. I think I have, well, yeah, if you just want to hang out nearby, we'll come and get you. Okay, so we need a motion to move into executive session.
So moved.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed or abstained?
Go down the door. And they should do that. People got there.
So, one of the things, that I have on my board president's report is that I did receive some, a letter from, or an email from the president of the Holland Township Board, and they have kind of renewed their, interest in doing regionalization study. So, at our next meeting, what I'd like to do is, if it's okay with everybody, because I didn't want to just put it on the agenda without a conversation, I can share their resolution, and we can choose to, we'll definitely make some changes, but we can choose to make some changes, or how we want to proceed, and if that's something that we would be interested in adopting and moving forward. The resolution is very good. It's very much, like, we're doing this because there's no risk, and, kind of states all the facts. So I think we should use those as a base, and if we choose to move forward, we can to work on. So I will put that on our agenda for next month. And then the last thing was, Jim and I are part of a traffic, we were asked to be part of a traffic committee in town. And one of the items that came up were the flashing lights in front of the school, which need to be, for lack of a better word, upgraded so that they work more efficiently. Yeah. And the town has decided to use some money to put into some other things in town, and they were wondering if the school board or if the school has any money to contribute for those lights. They would contribute some, but are asking if we would contribute.
Lights were initially part of still ongoing. Safety of full signs on each end. Something they would I'm discussing about the rules. At least ballpark with these another year.
Yeah, the Harrison Street project, meaning Country Classics upgraded the structure underneath that road. Will we get reimbursed by Country Classics for the money we put out?
I also wondered, after we were talking, wondered if,
what is would Country Classics, would they entertain the possibility of doing something? Do you think, what is it? I feel like we haven't really reached out to them. I don't think Brad has, but,
When we had our initial discussion about Mary, I believe in addition to, I mean, my recollection is in addition to the improvements that they made to the crosswalks, they did have, we did have conversations about the lights as well, the flashing lights and things coming up the road. So I don't know if that was put in writing anywhere, but I remember there being a conversation.
so it was interesting because after your email, I went back into my emails and I found like all the emails from that meeting. And I have yet to do it, but I did say after that meeting, like, let's talk about this. So I don't know if it's reflected in, but so I have to go back and look and see if I can find it in minutes anywhere. Of course, that's not in writing. That's what that's my report from the meeting. But I do feel like, and certainly we can have a conversation about whether there's money for us to contribute if this can't happen. I do feel at the very least, we should. I think this was part of our initial conversation. We really can't wait a year and a half or whenever for this to happen, which would be willing to at least, give us some money towards it.
Yeah, I think they blew it off because the road's been done. And just electrical services put in 10 months ago. That's when we made necessary upgrades to get new feeders to those poles. No, obviously nothing.
And there are other ways to do it, like Jan and Director Gantner has to have kind of, research solar, and so ultimately, it might be a savings for Country Classics.
I'm not terribly keen on that.
I mean, but it would be hard to say no, So
We'll reach back out.
yeah, I think that's what we should do.
Because I don't know if that, you don't know the extent of.
Yeah. All right. So we'll need a motion then to approve the consent agenda items 13.1 to 13.
So
We can
Here to
continue. You can leave and we can continue. So.
I have Tara coming back in as well.
Oh, great.
Right.
Way to fix the.
Kara, if you're here, we're on the
Give us a
consent
sign.
agenda.
I'm back.
We're working on the consent agenda. Did we get a motion in second? Okay. So comments or questions on the consent agenda in 13.1 to 13.23, which includes the three.
Rescinded contracts. Where did the news? You have a neighborhood?
We did not, we had a projector.
That's good.
I always think it's funny. Any other comments and questions on the consent agenda? Oh,
Yes.
yes. Okay, if anybody has anything else?
Just a clarification, why we needed to have an executive session conversation about the hire. I'm just trying to understand.
New hire versus.
Maybe some other person person. I'm just kind of, what?
Right, so one thing is we can't vote on it. We have to have the conversation in executive and come out and vote. So like all of the hires and things that you see here are new hires. They're not current staff.
That's the difference.
Also, there are several things that we can move into executive session for, and they're actually listed in the agenda. For a variety of reasons, but that is what the differentiation is. Since we don't have any members of the public, so moving into
Second.
hey, all those in favor?
Hi.
Opposed or abstained? Almost there.
You did a great job.
Thank you,
Did you
everybody.
go to playing 4 Del Valle?
It's actually two Del Val teams playing each other in rec league.
Oh, it's directly. Okay.
Yes.
Well, make sure that our team wins.
Yeah, I'll do my best.
Let's focus, but I'm not sure to go.
Sure. Are you okay with that?
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you.
I
Kate and I will, we'll put this together for fun. That's it. 1, 2. All right, awesome. Thank you.
Okay, Mr. Vice President, we have business.
Yes, lay it on me.
I need you to sign
Yeah.
3
I know.
times. Paper. 1, 2, 3.
All right, so I really appreciate it. I am gonna run though. Thank you guys so much.
All right, have a good
All
day.
right, Teresa, thank you. Teresa, you lock it for us?
Yeah, I'll lock up.
All right, thank you.
Got you. Yeah, no.
I'm gonna go downstairs. I'm gonna write this. Someone to ask for it. You can put it in the-
Yeah.
Don't tell anybody. Hairdresser. Are you really? What is it? So you're just like, you're on the fast percent Taurus. So I mean, I'm back. Just make sure she's nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I can,
Okay, well, I'll come down. Let's just keep it for several days. or maybe. Was that one of the sessions, right?
oh, I feel very legit.
Let's do it
It's
now.
very glamorous.
Oh, yes. Dogs, cats, would not be able to get to it. We have so many animals in our house now. Ridiculous.
It's becoming a zoo.
It is a zoo. It's been a zoo, but now it's an actual.
Okay.
Species. Right.
I'm listening while
Yeah,
I'm,
two things.
yes.
I had
Oh, wait, I
I
gotta
had the
close this.
redo on my fingerprints today.